All right, all right. Well, that's six in a row. That's six in a row for Andrea Lee. But unfortunately, it's on the wrong side of six in a row, like fighters like Natalia Silva and Macy Barber, right? So, yeah, man. JJ Aldrich, she gets a victory over Andrea Lee, just like Macy Barber did. Miranda Maverick and Montana De La Rosa, Roxy, so many other fighters, right? But man, this is just like I've been saying, Andrea Lee, she's got a lot of tools. She's got the height, the reach, the technique, the skills, but she just doesn't really know how to go in there and execute, man. I mean, Andrea Lee, she looked like a complete fighter years ago, right? She did look like a complete fighter. She was ranked, she was getting some good wins, but somewhere she just kind of let it go. She just kind of fell apart. JJ Aldridge, on the other hand, I had to pick her in this one because I said, okay, looking at what JJ Aldridge has, she's a good technician. She's slowly evolving, getting better takedown defense, getting some good wrestling in, all of those things. So I said, JJ Aldridge, she's going to stick to her game plan and win this fight. And she did. It was pretty basic. It really wasn't like an exciting fight, but JJ Aldridge, I've always been a fan of hers just as a technician, with her boxing. She knows how to measure with her eyes. She has a basic 1-2. But I like the fact that, she's been working on her wrestling and, like I said, her takedown defense, her get up, she's pretty good at that now. But this fight here was pretty basic. I mean, right from the jump, it was like JJ Aldridge could just read the body language of Andrea Lee. Andrea Lee didn't really know how to use her range in this fight as far as, just stepping in at angles. She landed a lot of leg kicks and body kicks, which did kind of make it competitive. But overall, JJ just knew like how Andrea Lee was going to step in. She wasn't stepping in at angles. She was kind of using speed, but she would just come straight in. So every time she stepped straight in, JJ Aldridge would just throw that snapping jab, or she would throw that 1-2 and crack her with that straight left hand. Andrea Lee did, like I said, did land a lot of leg kicks and body kicks, but overall, I think JJ Aldridge just landed the better shots, even in the first round. Some good 1-2s. Got a good takedown in the first round too. Good takedown and a knockdown. She did score a knockdown as well with the straight left hand. So yeah, just looking at Andrea Lee, she just looks like she's always fighting anxious where she doesn't know what her next move is going to be, or she's fighting behind her opponent. So JJ just bagged the first round easy, in my opinion. The second round, Andrea Lee again, like she's staying in a fight, but just waiting. She's waiting and she's not building a lead. She's doing just enough to not get beat up or not get stopped in there, and that's not what it's about, right? If you really want to get back into the mix and you want to be where you want to be or wherever that is, I think that Andrea Lee, she needs to go in there and use her tools. But again, she's just letting JJ stick to her guns, stick to what she wants to do, stand her ground, and just, land the better shots. JJ's controlling the clinches, moving her around, and just taking charge with her basic boxing. The third round's the same way. The third round was the only round that I could almost give Andrea Lee, but again, still JJ was just landing the better headshots. Um, JJ went in for a takedown. Andrea Lee almost locked in a guillotine submission, but again, like I said, with her grappling skills, she's just never like taking it to that next level. She lets it go. She lets it go. Lets JJ get back to her feet. Overall, the striking numbers, you could have said they were close, but again, JJ just landing the better, more significant shots. I had to give her the fight. They had it 30-27 two times, 29-28. I had it 2 rounds to 1. I would still give Andrea Lee, probably give her the third round, but yeah, JJ, I gave her the first 2 rounds. So yeah, man, from here, I think this definitely calls for a cut. It doesn't matter if she wasn't knocked out or brutalized in these 6 losses. It's just going nowhere now. It's not going anywhere right now for Andrea Lee. That's 6 in a row against, elite fighters. Well, I won't even say the elite fighters right now. She's losing to all of the fighters, all levels of fighters. So with that, it's just showing you that she's not really bringing much to the table as of now, not even for, some of these prospects, because she's just coming in and not pulling the trigger, right? I mean, even Roxanne, I think Roxanne, when I was, just going back and looking at Roxanne's resume, even Roxanne Modafferi, her longest losing streak was 5 in a row. But even her, she hasn't even gone 6 in a row. She has like 20 losses herself, but yeah, she's gone 5 in a row, but she even hasn't gone 6 in a row. So yeah, man, like this is a record here. Wrong in the 6 in a row. Natalia Silva, Macy Barber, Aaron Manone, all 6 in a row the right way, but Andrea Lee's going the opposite way. So I think it's time to go back to Invicta or maybe LFA. LFA's been showing a lot of her pictures and her clips lately. Maybe go back home, LFA, or go to GFL with the other fighters and, kind of finish out her career there. I'm not even going to say go back to evolve or warm up and get better, because at this point in her career, I think she's about done. I think she's just about done and she's just kind of winding it down because at this point, with so many chances that she's been given, you know, um, she's not trying to evolve anyway. She's been in there with different levels of fighters for her to go back and grow, but she just hasn't done it. Right. I think most of y'all can agree with me on that. As for JJ, I would like to see JJ get ranked. I would love to see JJ Aldrich get ranked. She's been growing in the right places. I think she can get ranked, but as far as like getting in there with some of the best fighters, it's going to be tough. But with her technique and her skill set and her takedown defense getting better, I would like to see her go in there and fight somebody like, let's say Karine Silva. Let's see her go in there and fight Karine. So give her that shot. But maybe first Casey O'Neill. Somebody like Casey O'Neill first, and then kind of go on from there. But guys, let me know in the comment section what y'all thought of the fight. Is it time for Andrea Lee to go? I definitely think so. What he thinks next for JJ Aldrich. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.